Hello and welcome to our very first podcast series, Bridging Generations, where Rotaract meets Rotary. I am Rotaract Pranav, and I am humbled and honored to have with us today two of our esteemed guests, Dr. Ramachandran sir and Ramdas Pai sir, who are our parent Rotary President and Secretary. They are not just motivators, they are our mentors, cheerleaders, and who guide us throughout our journey. I'm pleased to have you both here, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pranav.
So, one thing about sirs is they both were the President Secretary Duo previously also in the year 1992. So, nice to have you both to a podcast session, sir. So, let's continue with the series. So, before we go forward, let's have a small fun session. So before we go further, we'll have a small round of fun activities. So it's a questionnaire round. Basically, I'll be asking you a few questions based on Rotary and what you think is the answer. You can reply, sir. So okay. So the question goes like this: if you had to describe Rotary as a dish, what would it be and why? So if you think Rotary was a dish, what would it be, sir?
Rotary can be compared to an idli because that is a dish which you can have at any time of the day. Likewise, you can be involved in any activity which can be taken through the day into the evenings too.
That's great, sir. What do you think, sir?
He's a vegetarian and I am a non-vegetarian. So I would put it as a biryani because you have the carbohydrates in that, you have the proteins in that, you have the fat in that, you have everything that is needed. So that's Rotary. You have a wholesome food.
That's wonderful, sir. So to go forward, if you could get a chance to invite any historical figure to any Rotaract meeting, who would it be, and what would the question that you are asking be? The historical person. Who would the person?
If you're asking me who would be a nice person to invite, it's just a hypothetical question, I'm sure, and not necessary that person can really come, right? I would invite Paul Harris, the founder of Rotary, because we will definitely get some more information from the horse's mouth, like what was he looking at and whether where we have reached today is satisfying him for what he has originally thought about.
So, Ramchandran sir, do you have anything? Who would you like to invite for the show?
I would like to invite Trump in today's parlance,
Yes,
simply because he is very creative in his own way. He thinks he can do anything and everything. So he can teach us a lot in terms of lateral thinking.
that's great, sir. So, going forward, if Rotary had a theme song just for you, what would that song be, sir? Like a song, what? A theme song based for you, what would that song be?
Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be.
Sir, what about you, sir?
A theme song should definitely be more of fun, because fun and fellowship is where you get people together, and when you get people together, that's how we always go forward to do projects and reach out to people.
That's great to hear that, sir. So, now coming to the main part of this session. So, before we go any further, we would like to learn about your professional life and your personal life outside Rotary. How you started, and what was the journey that made you to get into Rotary, the organization, sir?
Rotary came to me more as a compulsion from a friend of mine who was also one of the founders of this club, Rotary and Chandran, who was a good friend of mine those days. And he thought when we started this club that he had to bring in a lot of good members who he thought would dedicate themselves. And he started coaxing me, and I did not know anything about social life simply because I was a factory worker and my time was spent between my home and my factory. So when he invited me to come over, it took me quite some time to convince myself as to whether I should say yes or no. But I had to succumb to his pressure, which led me to become a charter member of this club, and I have enjoyed every moment thereafter.
Wonderful, sir. What about you, sir?
We used to have a big fundraiser called ConsumeX, which basically started from the vocational avenue of service where you meet the customers and the suppliers and things.
Buyer seller meet.
Buyer seller meeting is what it was, and it was Rotary and Ramachandran who had invited me to participate there as a seller. And in that 14 days or 21 days, those days when we had that exhibition, that's where it converted me to become a Rotarian, and immediately after that I joined Rotary in 90.
That's fabulous, sir. So to go forward, what was your professional life, sir? Like work life other than Rotary?
First, I was with, we were colleagues at Car Mobiles, and later on I moved into automobiles after trying a few things. And it was mostly in automobile line that I was there in servicing and repairs of automobiles.
So you have as much more knowledge about automobiles and the trend in automobiles as well.
Yes, we used to do that on a regular basis, but a little bit of specialization was some paintless dent repairs, and more than that, I was into modification of cars for handicapped people to drive.
That's a wonderful thing to hear, sir, like helping the needy people. So you were also in the similar job, sir?
No, I was involved with an industry which came into existence way back in 73, and I was involved with it right from day one, and that was also a very interesting phase. That industry came into existence as though it was sculpted for me, and we had put up this manufacturing unit, and we grew to be a leading manufacturer of the product that we were making, having customers all over the country and also internationally.
So it's been like a long journey for you from your work life to Rotaract and Rotary, then now, yeah. So you were the president and secretary duo back then in 1992-93. So what is that one change that you both have seen from that era to this era, sir? What is the change that you observe in Rotary or Rotaract?
Those days when we started, believe it or not, it was snail mail, and now we are on email and all electronics. It's very fast. Those days for communicating also, even to make a telephone call, it was a specified time in a day that we had to, in case we need to talk to the board of directors or any of the directors or anybody, we had to catch them up early morning before they left for work, or it has to be in the evening. So that communication was totally different, and that relationship at that particular time was totally different. Right now it's there, but not the same as what it used to be. Communication is much faster now, and the work is not as fast, I would say, because of the people getting involved in more professionally and into their work.
So what would you suggest, sir? The previous time was better or now it is better?
In a lot ways it's better now, but the functioning can be made even better. Basically by participation of everyone, that's what we are looking at.
The thing we see is our time availability of people is getting less. Giving the time to anything is reducing a lot day by day.
It's basically because of the pace of time.
Yes.
The professional life also now, the demand that the profession takes on a person is much more than what it used to be in those earlier days.
See, the communication, though, has improved in several ways with your cell phone, your WhatsApp and so on. nothing like a personal talk between any two persons. So even today I say that if I talk to the individuals, whether they are directors or whether they are project workers, more than sending them a WhatsApp message, if I pick up the phone and have a chat with them on the subject, it is a lot more effective than the communication system that we have. That's my personal experience.
So you have seen a lot in Rotary from so many years. So when was that time when we popped up into your radar, sir? Like our club, Rotary Club of SSMRV College. When did we show up and when was it started? How was the journey when we started it?
2007 was it?
So, the Rotaract service itself in our club had started immediately almost after the charter that we had, and that used to be community-based Rotaract clubs that we used to have, called the Bangalore Cantonment, Rotaract South, Bangalore Cantonment, Rotary North. These two community-based we had, and then it went on, and somewhere in the mid 2000, the people who were there in the Rotaract who had continued for such a long time, they moved on to the professional life, and then they also became Rotarians. Once they became Rotarians, then it was difficult for us to form another community-based Rotaract club. That's when we went to the institution to find out to have an institution-based Rotaract. And first we had the SJCC, St. Joseph's College of Commerce Rotaract Club, which we started somewhere 2006 or something. And SSMRV came into picture 2009. And we have been involved with SSMRV from the very beginning, I would say.
So now Rotary, Rotaract, the relation, now once Rotaract also is now elevated, the relationship between both have grown very well now. So is there any moment where you have felt that these kids are going to give you some heart attack or moment, something like that, wherever you felt anything like that, sir?
Okay, if you ask me that question, as far as the running of the Rotaract clubs, there's been no issues. We did not have any problem with the institution per se or anything like that. But the fun part or the heart attack part which you're talking about is when we conduct the RILA. RILA is Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, where it's a 4-night program which we have in our in-house program. And we used to have the Rotaract clubs plus students from some other colleges who are not Rotaractors. All used to come and join together. And those times we really had some heart attack, fights between people, and evenings they would like to jump the wall and go out of the campus that we used to have. But it was not bad at all that way. But we felt so, but it was not bad.
Yes. So going forward, coming to the flip side of what I asked before, is there any moment that you guys have felt that okay, these people are doing something good? Like when it comes to Rotary, people more focus on the community helping or development of the community. But when it comes to Rotaract, we also learn, we have fun, we also give to the community. So is there any moment that you have felt that okay, these people are doing something good to the community or whatever, any moment that you have felt so?
See, actually there are a lot of things that the Rotaract clubs are doing for the community, and like we all say that everyone can always learn from anybody at any age and any time. Now I can go back to the RILA and tell you the example, though there are so many other places where the Rotaractors have even excelled the Rotarians in some of the service projects and the systems. In RILA, what has happened is we have two RILAs. One is for the Rotaract age group and the other one is for the school children. So we have taken help from the Rotaract clubs of SJCC and SSMRV, where people have come and conducted the RILA for the students. They have helped us in conducting the whole thing and planned and chalked out the program. And certain portions, of course, they have also conducted some of the sessions and they have also helped us in monitoring and things like that. So it's excellent. Partnership, I think it's really excellent.
That's wonderful to hear, sir. So now, if there's anything like you have seen many projects, initiatives in your time. So is there any one project that you would like to suggest any Rotaract club that they have to do in a large scale impacting the society? Is there one project that you would think would impact the society in a large scale? So what would it be?
See, actually what happens is every year the beauty of Rotary and Rotaract is that the members' leadership in every of these keeps changing every year from July to June itself. Like now, for example, you have come in as the president this year and you have your colleagues on the board. Now you people have some interest portions which are happening. So we have some themes at Rotary International level which boils down even to the Rotaract and the Interact, that focus areas of service that we have. So it's that everybody cannot do all the focus areas all the time. So the community service director, the secretary and the president will have certain areas of interest and they would rather focus on that area out of the 7 focus areas that you have. So it can be anything and everything. Environment is something very high going on now. Now, as far as the Rotary is concerned, we are getting more into youth and education. Then we have the health.
That's great. And continuing to the same question which I had asked before. So, what is that one initiative that you would like to, as a Rotarians, join hands with our Rotaract club to make sure it happens to the community or society? What would that be?
Rotary has been talking about membership. That seems to be a major issue. Like the number is not increasing as the years go by. We can work closely with the Rotaractors and make them good Rotarians, is what I think would be an appropriate action to start with, because service otherwise is done in all aspects by everybody else world over. But membership is something which is lacking.
So the Rotaractors who are now in institution-based clubs should continue to the community-based, then to the Rotary. So they stay with the movement and they grow with the movement. Now coming to the fun part, let's have one more session of some fun part. Now it's going to be a rapid fire questions. So basically I'll ask you a few questions. You will have to either select one of them, or you should give an explanation, a small line of explanation, what and why is that. So to start with, are you an early bird or a night owl?
Early bird.
What about you, sir?
Same thing.
So would you prefer tea, coffee or something stronger, sir?
Something stronger.
What about
Tea.
tea? So one Rotary meeting that you will never forget, the unique part of one Rotary meeting that you will remember till date.
All Rotary meetings are unique in themselves. So it's very difficult to answer a question like that.
So
Maybe I can say my recent installation function is something which was beyond my expectation when I got installed as the president for the second time.
So the next question will be the one Rotaract event that you would attend even if you would miss your scheduled plan events.
Without doubt, Raila.
What about you, sir?
Yes, me too. I was also involved in Raila initially, but Ramdas carried forward.
So going to outside of Rotary and the movement and your professional life, we want to know you guys better other than Rotary and your work life. So what are your hobbies, the go-to things outside Rotary and your work life, sir? What is it?
I like meeting people all the time. I like making new friends, and I'm involved in very many associations other than Rotary as well. And wherever there is service and fun, I am there.
What about you, sir?
I involve myself more in games. I used to play tennis. Now I play golf. I used to ride motorcycles with Ramdas in the IFMR. I was one of the founder members of IFMR.
That's great, sir.
I was also a founder member of IFGR, which is the golfing Rotarians. So those things have been keeping me occupied outside of my work life.
That's wonderful to hear, sir. So, if you have a book, like when you read, do you guys read books when you have free time, or okay, we watch the TV news, or do you read?
Yes, not an avid reader, but
So, do you have any favorite book or something like that?
no favorite authors.
What about you, sir?
I don't read books, I don't watch TV. It's just talking with people and enjoying.
So, before now we are coming to the end of the series. So, before we wrap up, what is that one message that you want to give to Rotaractors or young leaders who are growing up, which will impact their lives, sir? What is that one message?
I would say that the first thing that you or anyone should consider is family. And once after that, you need to concentrate on the profession that you're doing or the life that you're doing, and only then comes any kind of service or Rotary or Rotaract or Interact.
What about you, sir?
The Rotary movement itself teaches you a lot, and you are all lucky to have got introduced into the Rotary movement through the Rotaract. So continue with it all through your life, so that you are in touch with the society, you are in touch with your friends, you do works together. So it is, I learned a lot through Rotary, and I think it applies to everybody else. So if you don't give up the Rotary membership soon after you pass out, continue to be a Rotarian is my advice to you.
That's fabulous to hear, sir, from you. As we are ending it, thank you for joining us and making this conversation meaningful. And we learned a lot of things from you both, sir, today. So truly, what we learned or what I learned here is Rotary and Rotaract is not just when we do projects together or events together. It is the true care that you guys have towards us as well outside Rotary also. Thank you once again, Ramachandran sir and Ramdas Pai, sir.
Thank you very much.
for giving
Thank
your
you very much.
precious time, sir. Yes.
This itself is an exposure for me, because I've never been in front of a camera, never been questioned. There was no question answer session. So I'm still learning. This is a new experience for me. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. And I would like to thank all our viewers and listeners who are staying till here. Until next time, we bridging generations where Rotary meets Rotaract. Happy Rotaract. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.